Evening gamer. I don't really intend on watching much of Evo. I do feel like Evo is, you know, it don't quite got the same oomph. Especially now that they've been doing the multiple Evos for a while and everything. I don't know, man. I don't know. But maybe I'll watch some of the VOD of the top 8 or whatever by the time we get to Monday or whatever of Street Fighter 6, that is. Just cause otherwise I'm not quite as locked in on Street Fighter. Haven't been for a while. I'm trying to think of what DLC was active when I had last played. Really, I'm not really sure actually, because I don't even remember the order of like operation of like DLCs. Maybe Elena? And even then I probably only did a tiny bit. Anyway, listen to this guy. He really be doing the... He really hitting that. Pretty good. Pretty good. Oof. And the focus needs to be fixed. And I might as well... I think the focus needs to be fixed. Did that fix it? No. No, I do not. No, I do not. Okay. Okay. Mixing up me granola. We're trying to. Somewhat. Fires everywhere. Oh. Oh. Even name it Sir Gamers. Okay, so this is, what do I do here? I usually moose, just because I want it to be moose one of these times, but it hasn't been yet somehow, despite being like 2 years of doing this, I think. Alright, so now we either do cat, bear, coyote, weasel, skunk, something like that. Something in that variety of groupings, I would say. So let's go with... skunk. Okay. So how about a panda? Not a bear. How about a coyote? Okay. How about a wolf? Not within here, though. This is an unusual place to be. So, if it's not these guys... But it's still here. What about, Holy shit, I nailed it. Let's go. That's a rare one. I don't know if I've seen this one in this game yet. That's a rare one. That's a rare one. Okay. So what are we guessing here? Apple. Can I fill in the missing names? I don't know if I even understand what's happening. Apple is the clue for the next one? Adam's apple? Okay. Take the blank. I don't even know what this one is, so I'm clicking that one. No. Take the punch, take the Todd, take the Percy, take the Minnie, take the Jimmy. I have no idea what the fuck this is. Somehow I clicked like everything except except the answer. Take the Mickey. I don't think I've ever heard that phrase in my life. I don't know. See, okay, jack of all trades. That's something that people say. For Pete's sake, be there before you can say Fanny Adams, Jack Robinson, Even Stevens, Peeping Tom, Smart Alec. See, these ones all are reasonable. Uncle Sam, Sweet, Fanny Adams. Okay. Round Robin. No mates. What? Riddle Jimmy. Point at the porcelain. Percy. On your Todd. As pleased as Punch. Moaning Minnie? Some of these I've never heard in my life. Okay. Wait. This is Pac-Man, man. There's Pac-Man here. And I know Clyde is one of them because that's like always the joke. Alright, well. Ghost characters. Okay. Then we have this is a movie. Wait, index finger, pinky finger, middle finger. Santa's little helper is the dog in The Simpsons, isn't it? These cartoon dogs? I just did what, these four? So it's not those four? I don't know, man. I don't know. Clyde. Finger. Oh, there's just all animals in The Simpsons. Right, I knew these two, I guess, but I don't know what those ones are. Oh, these are just like synonyms, kind of, right? Yeah. Whoops, I didn't even go for the level 1 there. Whoops. Whoops. Well then, we have Inova, Olola, and Mega. Well, Rock Alola. Rock Ruff. Mega Evolve Alola. Wait a second. Mega Evolve Alola. That might be tough. That might be tough. Because none of the starters have it. Is that guy Alola? I'm gonna guess that he is. Fuck. He's X and Y. That really was like my best guess, I think. Mega. And a Lola. Is it a legendary? Is it like Mega Soul Galeo? No. Mega. That's gonna be tough. Okay, Unova. Black and white. Mega Crocker Rock? No. Mega, Excadrill. Okay, Rock. Boldor. Ice. The ice cream guy, obviously. The ice cream fella. Mega Alola. I don't really care about getting the bottom two on the left, so I'm trying to think if I can get an Alola. I'm trying to think of like the newer ones. I don't. Mega Halucha is not Alola. That's Gen X and Y, which is Kalos. Grompa. Boom. Nice. Mono Ice. Mega Golurk, Mega Scrafty, Electrosis. Okay. Yeah, those are some tough ones to remember. I don't even, like, in my mind that doesn't count as a Lola, but I guess it is. Oh yeah, Aggron becomes just Steel type, huh? Forgot about that. Makes sense. Triagonal number 1 is interesting there. Alright, fair enough. Let's guess, Sand Slash. Oh. I guess I won't. Let's guess Ninetales. I was gonna do Sand Slash because of, I had guessed that as part of the Alolan Sand Shrew and stuff, but it's best to guess a stage 2, because then you will know if it's stage 1 or 3, whereas if you guess 1, it could still be 2 or 3. Anyway, it's dual type. Stage 1, not in the grassland. Not in the grassland is pretty interesting. So it could be in the forest. Let's go Paris. Not in the forest. Wow. Not in grass, not... It's okay. Dual type stage 1. Not in the forest, not grass. Dual type stage 1, and it's not grass. Type stage 1. Is this a Pidgey? No. Hey. Interesting. And it's not a legendary bird because of flying. Could be a legendary of other type. Could it? No, because it's not monotype. It's actually not that. It could be something like Lapras. That's stage 1. Okay. Water? That's interesting. A one stage only water type. That is not water and ice. Let me think about that. Let me think about that. Not Vaporeon, not Gyarados, not Polyline, not Tentacruel. I was trying to think of other water typings. Not Cloyster, not Slowpoke, not Krabby, not Seadra, not Goldeen. It means that when I do think of something that fits this, it should be an easy lock of a stage 1 water something. Well, no, I guess this could still be Tentacool. It doesn't have to be a mono. Not that. It's not blue either. I guess I should have realized that aspect, huh? So Krabby then, Water's Edge. But Krabby's water mono, and it would have to be dual type. Shelter? I don't know if Shelter, I don't think Shelter has ice type yet, does it? No, okay, I didn't think so. We also got a lot of colors out of the options here. Is this, Seal is water, Seal is not dual type. Seal is not dual type. Gotta be something pretty obvious then, huh? Slowpoke is just water, I think, right? Although I guess it doesn't, all the other colors are taken, so maybe it is. Oh, okay, it is. Unfortunate. This has got electric as the yellow card. I was gonna say it looks like a Tangela, kind of. But it's definitely not. But it has... Oh, this is a Magnemite. Okay, well, I feel like it could have been. Electric type that has a big chunk of that color there? That seems crazy. Hold on, the playlist broke. Okay, let's see if that'll work this time. Okay. Not Magnemite, huh? Whatever, I'm doing Magneton. Okay. I'm just gonna throw them in. I'm gonna start throwing them in. Electric types, huh? Okay, thanks typing. I don't know what this is. I don't know how I still don't know. Wait, it was Tangela the whole time? That's what I said at the beginning, but the card backing looks yellow. It's barely green. Oh, I got screwed. I thought it was Tangela from the jump, but I thought the card back was different. They stealthily eat eggs of birds? What? Oh, this has got to be like Ekans or Arbok. Yeah, okay. Well, that one's pretty easy. Not the best showing. I'm gonna put the bowl away. I don't know. Probably not that then. People really searching PayPal a lot, huh? Apparently. I don't know how much. Wow, okay. I mean, whatever. Doesn't fucking matter. eBay's gonna have a lot. Google searches feel so hit or miss because I'm like, the rate of the search could change so much between 1 month and another. And so I don't know when they actually get the data. I don't think I've listened to a song by any of these people, by the way. I barely won, holy moly. Oh, this is where they lie because, like, the Korean stuff gets screwed over. Yeah, like, obviously they're getting listened to way more than that. I just refuse to vote for High School Musical, though Batman Forever is known to be, like, historically terrible and stuff, but I don't care. Close. Wow, 8.4 is pretty damn high. Okay, How to Train Your Dragon should not be an 8.1 movie. Let's calm the fuck down a little bit. Let's calm the hell down a little bit. What? Why did he even... What made him think, yeah, I should put this up for sale? Like, what are we talking about? I know that this one, like, was not that much. I just have to hope there's not some insane... Oh my god, dude. Kidney stone, Jesus Christ. Kidney stone, huh? I don't think she wrote in it while it had all that on there. Song Dynasty Rue Brush Washer. Probably that. Like how you can't even see what it is in the picture because the picture is just... Text is covering it. Times Bazinga is said. Degrees of the Hottest it's Bazinga by Okay, apparently not. 73 seems low. Yeah, okay. I was trying to map it out to myself. I'm like, I know it's definitely more than, like, 15, I think. So, that's what I was going with. Alright, these are some good ones. We haven't seen these ones before. These trivias. Well, I think that one's pretty easy. Alright, not the best results either. Okay. Okay. Time to do Pokemon Sleep. Lunch. And then I guess start gaming. Start moving things over to the other monitor so that I can do all that stuff. So, lunch. This over here. Oh! That over there, move this over here. Change the monitor to that. Switch turn on, ideally. There we go. Oh, I think this song might have to get skipped. Not entirely sure on that, but you know, whatever. It does the sounds work? Sounds like they working. Crazy itchy nose right now. Crazy itchy nose. Okay, let me change this. This. Change that. Bring back in this. Okay. Now we go boom. Right, the new Star Fox stuff is out. I've watched a little bit of that, of people doing it. It seems... I'm not sure how to phrase it other than like, if it was free, I would play it. I wouldn't pay $50 for it. The only stuff that's like actually new basically is like the cutscenes in between levels, and then everything else is just, you know, graphics being different. Although actually I did see a little bit of the like multiplayer mode, which was didn't look bad. I don't think it would necessarily be something that I would like spend a bunch of time doing, but it wasn't bad. It wasn't bad, I would say. I don't think I want the bomb or that other thing though. Do Cloud9 soy cake. 15 pod size. Do I want any of these? Oh, I like that one. That's a good frame. I don't think I care about the others though. Okay, and then these, I believe. Yeah, and then I can't do that one because you need like the. Yeah, you need that. Okay. That's fine. Okay. Hello. Nice of you to stare. Do your Pokemon sleep lunch right meow. Right meow. Or else. Or else. Suppose I need to do the temporary text to be that, and then I have those. Hold on, what is this? Okay. Monka. So, I had a 12 win streak in ranked before this morning. when I lost it. And funnily enough, I lost it to a clearly person doing singles using a doubles team. So that's kind of funny. But sort of for the better, so that I don't have it on my mind. Now, I've been checking the mail and the sub-menu for quite a while. However, I already know that in the mail is going to include some Pokemon, so I need to return some Pokemon. Now, I think I am interested in... don't want to return this. I don't want to return... I guess I can return this guy. I don't really know what he does. I mean, he's got solid defense and special defense and attack and HP. Could be an interesting wall of sorts. He also has last respects. Wait a second, I might hold off on that guy. I don't think I'm Dragalging though. So return Dragalgi. I don't know how you're supposed to say it, if I'm honest with you. Yeah, let's return Dragalgi for now. Bye-bye, Dragalgi. Now let's go to the mail. Send him to the grinder. Alright, here we go. I haven't opened the mail for a long time. Rank up rewards. Competition reward. We get a Gallade. You've got mail. That's right. Then I have, not the missions, the sub-menus, titles, things. I haven't looked. I've avoided checking the achievements and stuff here as well. Water type gym leader. I guess that's from using water type moves with Basculegion. Mimikyu professor. Great. And now we hit X to go up here. Okay, so before we do the event, there are some changes that I want to make. One of them being that I absolutely want to change. Actually, let me. Actually, I think we need to go to the store first because there's new items. I know one of them at least being Life Orb, which is one that I want to purchase. Special moves. So these are all interesting. So let's get those. Buy Expert Belt. Buy Expert Belt. Muscle Band. Wise Glasses. All of those are good. Well, they're not great, but like, they're worth taking. Life Orb. What does this one do? Boost the power of a move that is used repeatedly. This boost will be 20% on the second, 40 on the third, and so on, up to 100. If the streak is broken, the power returns to the value. Light Clay. I guess Light Clay. Worth getting. Okay, Heat Rock, Ice Rock, Smooth Rock, Damp Rock. Wide Lens boosts the accuracy. And the holder acts after the target. Halves the speed. If the holder is off the ground, it will be grounded, meaning it can be affected. What is the reason for that? Shed Shell. Enables the holder to ignore effects that would prevent it from switching out. Okay. And then the regular items after that. Yes. Okay. I guess go all the way to bottom to make sure, but... yeah, those were all there before. Boost the amount of HP restored to HP absorbing moves. Absorbing moves, not recovery moves. Okay. So, Giga Drain, etc. This one's like kind of interesting, but also kind of not at the same time. So probably not doing that. Okay, there is new music apparently, but I guess you can only get it if you have like the battle pass or something. So, whatever. Now we go back to the box. So, I don't think the items will change on anything except perhaps Mimikyu. Now, Spell Tag boosts by 20%. Meanwhile, Life Orb boosts by 30%. I guess also, no, that's only 10, so I think there's something to be said about Life Orb on the Mimikyu. I mean, 30% is a pretty big deal. Also boosts the play rough instead of just the shadow moves. So, I think that's worth considering. I think, I was thinking about, before we even go into changing moves, because I am certainly interested in changing Lopunny's moveset. And I'm also thinking about even switching out Zoroark. I am thinking about that as an option. I also want to change Lopunny's nature to speed, I think, so that I can ideally outspeed other Lopunnies that I would run into. But I wouldn't change that if I do change Zoroark to something else. Now, when I was thinking about what I would want Zoroark to change to, there was two ideas that kind of came to mind. One would be, because I was thinking, for whatever reason, the idea of Pokemon Stadium came to mind. And in Pokemon Stadium, like speedruns, for example, you'll often have a character, you'll often have a Pokemon run Counter or Mirror Coat and then explode. Because that's just, you focus Sash, you do the Counter or the Mirror Coat, and then you explode on the second guy that comes in. That's like ideally what you would do with that kind of thing. And the only thing that actually has both Counter and Mirror Coat is Swampert, which I don't even have access to right now anyway, but I also don't. It would be kind of interesting of an idea in a world where people were actually running grass attacks in singles. That's more of a doubles thing, because Swampert's being used in doubles a lot, because it has the Swift Swim and the Mega and whatnot. But I don't think, even if I had it, I would go with that. So then after that, I didn't really see any Counter users that I loved or thought would be amazing, and I didn't even necessarily check with the ones I had. Now granted, when I checked, I was checking using Showdown, which I'm not even sure, like, if it was accurate or not, really. So let's just check a few things here. Dragon Cheer. Boost the attack and defense of the stats by and accuracy. I've seen, I guess people use Coil so that then they can hit like Hypnosis consistently. That seems kind of sick, but also like evil, but also kind of sick. Okay. Wait, did I not see Mirror Coat, or did I just skim over it? Oh no, it does have Mirror Coat. Okay, I was pretty sure this one has Mirror Coat. Does Primarina have Mirror Coat? Are there any special rules? I don't know. I'm assuming... Whatever, recruit permanently. I have a bazillion coins. I hate how you have to recruit to see what the moves they have are. Psychic Noise. Store powers for each stage that the users... Okay, Wonder Room. I don't know what that does. Light Screen. Reflect. I do think that the putting up the screens is definitely more viable now that Light Clay's around, so you'd last for 8 turns instead of 5. So it's like a pretty damn long time. I assume this does not have counter. That seems like that'd be insane. Anyway, and what does this move do? Oh yeah, people like pair this, or not pair this, but pair this move on a Whimsicott with like the Star Raptor thing in doubles, but... okay. So what was I saying? Oh yes, so I was thinking like a tanky special attacker with something to deal with Corviknight. Because that's a problematic one for me. As well as probably a fighting type move as well, because Archlodon's... I want a special move that will hit Archlodon for super effective, because... yeah, otherwise I'm in trouble. So... especially if they switch into something and get hit, and then now the low pony won't be able to close combat one-shot it likely. So Hydreigon I'm like 99% sure is staying. It's just the Zoroark where I'm like, should I just give up on the Zoroark thing and bring in something else that's just like kind of tanky and good, special attack and whatnot. The other thing I was thinking about in regards to that is like, doing like my own Archlodon. My own Archlodon, I guess technically could do that. He does kind of fit that build. Like it's like, just look at this guy. He's a freak. He's a goddamn freak. And he would, I guess, in a sense, also have the Thunder move for Corviknight, but he would also be a little... This user charging status on the first... Okay, so you wouldn't do that. He has Mirror Coat. Interesting. Okay. Does he have Earth? He does not have Earth Power. For some reason, I thought he did have that. That's interesting. Okay. I mean, Aura Sphere, I guess, would help that. And then I would probably do Thunderbolt instead of Thunder. Assuming that that's what's going on, if I was to do that. That's an option. True. Category. That was the controller hitting the desk. Yeah, so I had been thinking about replacing the Zoroark with either a tanky special attacker that has fighting / ground move for Archlodon, and then also, I guess, ideally either like Flamethrower or an electric type move for Corviknight and stuff. And Corviknight and, I guess, like Mega Scizor and some things like that. Guess I don't. It would be nice to. Wouldn't it be nice? You have Focus Blast. You have the Thunderbolt. I don't think you have Earth Power though. No. I mean, Focus Blast would work, I guess, but it's tough to make the call, I guess, is part of it. And then the other part you could argue is whether or not you would want a, whether or not you would want it to be something that Mega evolves. Because also, one I was thinking about is like, well, you could Glamora, that's kind of the, that's the other, like, it's already got really high special attack, and it is tanky-ish, sort of. You would have Poison to be anti other people that have fairies as well. And then I believe they do have Earth Power. They do. I'm not sure why I would want Dazzling Gleam over Flash Cannon. I guess because I guess that makes sense. I have the poison moves already for for the Rock Slide here is weird. Like, this moveset is like way off. You would change this maybe HP? I don't even know if you would care about the speed. I guess depends on if I were to do... The Pokemon can badly poison or badly poison targets even if they're steel or poison types. I don't know if that matters too much. Toxic Debris would maybe be better. So that was one. Another one that I was looking at maybe would be Skeledirge. The other thing that I guess would kind of be nice with the Glamora or the Milotic slash Primarina would be anti-Charizard stuff. I don't have anything, I like Basculegion, obviously, but otherwise not that amazing. But this has Earth Power. It does have a fire move for both Corviknight and Scizors and stuff like that. And it's also, like, it's relatively tanky, too, so... I mean, I guess it's not that tanky, but, like... I would probably just get rid of the speed, assume that I'm slower every time, and then either just go in special attack, or special defense, or go HP. What does this one do? Boost the special attack speed. Yeah, so I'd probably do that. Could do the Will-O-Wisp thing. What's this one? Special and status. Doesn't this have slack off? Yeah, so like going like tanky with that could be pretty interesting. Slack off, and then have it have leftovers on it. Have that torch song. And the earth power. And part of me feels like it'd be weird to not have it have a ghost move when it is a ghost type, but I guess you don't have to necessarily. Alright, boys. Confuse the target if stat was boosted during the turn the move is used. So that could be an option. There's a few options, really. Unaware. Pokemon ignores target stat changes when attacking, and ignores the attacker's stat change when being attacked. That seems really strong, too. I guess that would be bad against, like, the bird or something, but... and then, what was another one I had thought about? Venusaur, because it has Earth Power Sludge Bomb. The Sludge Bomb, I guess, not as important, but having something anti-fairy could be nice. I'm trying to think. The other problem is that I've been facing lower ranked opponents, which is not probably what will run it. Like, all the stuff that I was seeing when I was in Masters as well as the event were not what I was seeing during, like, the beginning of the rank season here. So stuff where, like, I used to see a bunch of Hippowdons and I was still seeing Garchomps, but Lopunny, like, there was a lot of the, like, really annoying stuff. The birds, I was barely seeing any of. Aegis Slashes. There was a lot of that kind of stuff that I was just not seeing in my 12 win streak on ranked. So I'm like, I don't really know if the Zoroark is gonna get there. I am definitely not using Sneasler, though. That is for sure. And then part of me is like, well, maybe I should just use this team because I'm quote-unquote used to using it. But there is the part of me that's thinking like Skeledirge, Glamora, Milotic, or Primarina as substitutes for Zoroark could be pretty nice. I mean, I don't really need the Ghost type move. I already got some Ghost moves there and here. The Hyper Voice is just neutral, so that's fine. But maybe I should just stick with it anyway, just because that's what I'm used to doing. But regardless, I guess regardless, I am training Lopunny because I want to take off this U-turn 100%. Now the question is, what am I changing it for? Because there's a couple options in my mind. There's Mega Kick, Stab, Strong, right? Then there's Fire Punch and Thunder Punch. I think those are the two that I would be most interested in. We're gonna triple Axle instead of Ice Punch, absolutely. And you could Dynamic Punch, accuracy too low. Drain Punch, where she's too the build that I have is too frail. Mach Punch for priority could be an option. Brutal Swing, Assurance, Payback, Flame. I don't think I knew that it had Play Rough. That's an interesting one. So initially when I was looking at the options here, I was initially thinking, oh, this is just absolutely going to be a Mega Kick because stab and everything, right? That's what I was thinking, at least. But the more I thought about it, the more I'm like, well, Thunder Punch could be pretty interesting. I guess Encore could be kind of interesting, but a little bit gambly, I feel like. I guess another option could be like bringing in Aegislash instead of something, but the reason I was liking Thunder Punch is because a lot of the time if they have a Primarina or Milotic, I got like nothing that does super effective, and Thunder Punch would also still be good against Corviknight. And we don't, you know, we would be using an Ice move against the ground types anyway, because we have the triple Axle. So like that just makes sense for that reason. Fire Punch, I guess, would be obviously, sorry, not Fire Punch. Well, yeah, Fire Punch would be bad against the water types that I'm already a little rough against, especially Primarina in particular, which is why I would. But also, you could just say like, well, Mega Kick is gonna be neutral and be really strong because of stab and everything anyway, which I think is fair. I think that's fair. I would be interested in potentially the fact that I guess I wouldn't be screwed against ghost types. But like, I feel like there's been times where I like haven't brought in Lopunny because of ghost types. I guess I can triple Axles many ghost types, but I guess not. I guess that's the other thing, like Basculegions and stuff, though I'm pretty sure I'd be slower than any Scarf Basculegion anyway. I could be wrong about that, though. Mega Lopunny, 205. is just a little bit slower than a Mega Basculegion with a Scarf. And that's with the plus speed nature as well. So that doesn't really beat that case, but the reason the U-turn was good was for things like turning off focus sashes instead of just doing raw switches, which is fair. Items do not work when held by the Pokemon. I think I'd rather not be able to get paralyzed, I guess. Speed minus special attack. No, that's the opposite. Timid. No, not timid. Jolly, that's the one. When am I going to regret that I have Thunder Punch instead of Mega Kick? Mega Kick also can miss, so that's a little annoying. The times when I would be upset with... The other thing about the U-turn is I feel like, besides Psychic types, that was like the one time where U-turn, I guess, actually does damage. You could argue Dark types as well, but I could also just close combat Dark types for super effective anyway, so... U-turn was really only useful for Psychic types, which I feel like there's not that much of. I think I'm doing 13 tickets. You sure you want to use a training ticket? Oh, no, I'm not using training tickets, okay. Yeah, that doesn't cost much. Okay. Nice. And I do want to check this, because I think this also can get Earth Power, and I'm wondering if that's something I would be interested in. Though Focus Blast, really nice for the... Yeah, it does, but Focus Blast is quite nice for the Archlodons. Which otherwise, like, I don't think Earth Power will win one-shot. Focus Blast maybe could. I think I'd probably keep the Focus Blast. Yeah. I think I keep all of that. Can you have a different nature? I actually don't know. Do you even have a different nature as an option? No. Okay. Oh, whoops. So I guess I'm going to enter with this team for the event. Though I do want to, just to have it in my mind, is like throwing in this guy or something. Not to use it, but just to be there, to have it in mind. There's also the part of me that wants to just do like... Let's just take all the annoying stuff, the stuff that's like really good. Let's get the cat. Where's the cat? Let's get the cat in there. Let's get King Gambit in there. Let's get Basculegion in there. Where is that fish? They're like all physical attacking, and we would need a special. And then Archlodon, the ultimate annoying team. Would maybe have to change one of these so that you have a little more special attacking options, but like Primarina or something like that. But this would be, I guess you could, yeah, like change the, you could even do Corviknight, and that would be crazy too, but so something like that maybe. Something like that maybe. Just all really annoying stuff. I did want to see this move power increased by 50 each time the user takes damage from a move. If the user switches out, the value returns. That's interesting. I can't imagine that works that much. Maybe you can do some stuff in doubles with that, like self-hit your own guy or something. Each time the user takes damage from a move. Yeah, and then you can like keep drain punching. Okay. Interesting. Okay. I guess we're gonna finally start, huh? Next. I agree. Never mind, I have to fake read. I agree. Next. Select this team. Alright, I guess we're locking it in. I think it's not gonna go that well, but we'll see. Let's give it a shot. Let's give it a shot. We're doing it. We're doing it. Too late to change now. Alright, match one. Match one of the day. M. Kramer. M. Kramer. Snatch is more of a doubles thing, I feel like, but I do feel like this could be a Zoroark start. Mostly because I have no idea what they're doing over there. But then what do I disguise as? Because you kind of want to disguise as something that is, I guess, a ghost type, so that they use a ghost move and I dodge it. Or a fighting, or a normal type, so that they use a fighting type move and I dodge it. If they start Sneasler, I feel like they're not gonna use Sneasler. I mean, I guess I have two fairies, but you know, Lopunny does look pretty good here. Now that it has Thunder Punch. Disguising as Lopunny could be interesting. I'm also seeing, like, Bascu Legion just last respecting everyone that they have on the team. Feels weird not to use Mimikyu, but this could be a good time to do that. And then disguising as Lopunny seems good here, too. It does mean that they wouldn't use a ghost type move, which is a little awkward. Okay, that's interesting. I don't know what that means from them, but I know I'm gonna flamethrower. They're making themselves fast. Not that there's much of a surprise here, but... And then I will Hyper Voice. No, then I will Bitter Malice. Okay. So I'm exposed. I would assume that's not the best start for me. Though we know the Tailwind is, what, only 5 turns because of... That's how it works, right? So that was already 2 turns of it or something? Ah, dang. Okay. Well, they're probably gonna do the Throat Chop of sorts. Yeah, that's actually pretty bad for me, I would say. We do know that they don't have... Oh, it's only 4 turns, okay. Yeah, so I think I would stay in and just Hyper Voice. They'll outspeed and kill me. I don't know if that move can miss or not. I have no idea. Acrobatics is interesting. There's something to be said about coming in and faking out so that they don't have the speed anymore. I think that makes sense. I mean, they did reveal, obviously, that they have acrobatics, but... we're trying to undo that tailwind. We're trying to undo that tailwind. And I am faster if they are just speed nature. If it does 3 hits, it'll kill. Okay, great. I'm pretty sure the crit didn't matter. I was debating on, like, would I switch to Basket Legion for a chance of something, but I think not. Okay, there's the Charizard. I think we just, I mean, this is why we wanted some Thunder Punch. This is why we brought it, or one of the reasons at least. Because we should be faster. Unless they become the Mega X. No, never mind. Perfect. Just what we needed. That's plenty good enough so that Basket Legion can come in and finish it off, even with the sun out. Oof. Match 1 in the books. Feel good about that? I have not yet faced a Metagross, so that's a little scary to me. It's just funny how, like, immediately the stuff I'm seeing is not what I was seeing in ranked at all. Cat, very annoying. Mimikyu, obviously annoying. Basket Legion seems pretty good-ish. Obviously not for the cat, but everything else. Lopunny is usually good against... usually decent against Mimikyu because you fake out the disguise. If they start cat, it's a little annoying. I think we do this. I think Zoroark start is a little too risky. There are worlds where it could be good, but I think you go this. I could even see starting Sylveon in like a weird way, potentially, assuming that they either start like Mimikyu or the or the Fox. Ninetales start, that's interesting, okay. I would assume that benefits me. Well, they are fairy type, so close combat not as, yeah, not as guaranteed to be amazing. kind of guessing that that wouldn't kill. This would be a spot where Mega Kick would probably be better. I don't really want to switch to Mimikyu and lose that. Switching to this doesn't do much either, so I might just have to stay in, which is pretty awkward. Yeah. That's interesting. Okay. I believe I would kill from there. So I'm gonna go for this. And I wonder what this means for what they do next. Because obviously they set up there. Sacrifice to set up. A guard shot. I guess they don't know I have the ice move. I want to see the battle info. 5 turns. Because they didn't have the Never Melt Ice. I mean, if I hit all 3, it's definitely killing. That's super duper unlucky. Oh my god, but he also missed. Okay. Well, I think I have to do it again, even if they end up switching here, but... Oh, okay. I guess 3 won't kill. Dragon Tail will kill me, though. Yeah, Earthquake can kill now. I'm surprised they're so they're very bulky for that being 4x. I think we have to just do this. I was looking at the options of like okay, perfect. We got speed to kill. Wow, this guy is really tanky. Okay. That is really surprising. Yeah, he must have like EVs in defense or something. That's crazy. Okay. That is a bit disappointing. Because now, you know, obviously I lost Disguise because of that. This time we just Shadow Claw so that we don't miss. Because Play Rough could miss, right? So you don't wanna risk that. But the combo of Rough Skin and Life Orb. Now the worst thing would probably be if they had Cat last. That'd be the worst one, I guess. Because that could still be okay though. I have no idea how fast is Metagross. Metagross? Oh, he's pretty fast. I think I should just Shadow Sneak to play it safe, I guess. Not a whole lot there. Yeah, it's a little concerning. Now, if he does a setup move, that's bad news. But that's okay. Well, it makes me even... Oh, that means I am faster than him. Well, still glad that I did Shadow Sneak, because otherwise Bullet Punch would have killed. Now we, in theory... I mean, that's pretty tanky to live that. Or to only take, like, 17 from that, but... Best option is to last respects, so let's see. Do they kill? There's the question. No, they don't. Wow. Oh, that's because they had Aura Veil. I see. Does Bullet Punch? I don't know if Bullet Punch would kill. I mean, you'll have Stab. You gotta go for it, right? Damn. Unlucky. Unlucky there. I was wondering why I wasn't doing it. Like, I was doing so little damage. Right, it was the Aura Veil. GG. Sacrificial Aura Veil into Garchomp Metagross, huh? Man, if that Play Rough had killed Garchomp, that definitely would have been a win. Not really a way around that, though. I mean, I even had Life Orb, so I was doing more than I otherwise would have. Ugh. That's a bummer. Close one, though. I think I mostly was doing the right stuff. Gyarados can be a problem. Unless I have Lopunny or Hydreigon for Focus Blast, basically. Assuming it Megas. Mega Metagross, as we see, I don't apparently one-shot with Basculegion. Well, no, I would if they don't have Aura Veil, I guess, but... How do I feel about Zoroark? Wouldn't be good against the Hydreigon or the Gyarados in terms of they would just do a dark move or whatever. What about leading Sylveon? Is that stupid? Only if they lead Metagross. Otherwise it's okay. Lopunny is still good against the Mimikyu and kind of reasonable against... I mean, okay, it's not good against Mimikyu, but it does do the fake out so it doesn't get the free disguise hit. I'm thinking either Lopunny or Zoroark, and then Mimikyu and Basculegion again. It's a little awkward because we're all physical. So, like, if they start Metagross, I would so much rather have Zoroark. Ugh, that's so annoying. Okay. Just straight up do it, huh? And they would do what? Psychic Fangs? I haven't faced a single Metagross in ranked, so that's pretty annoying. Yeah, Zoroark would be so much better here. Or Hydreigon. Or Hydreigon would also be better here. Okay. Body Press, Iron Head, Protect, Ice Punch, Psychic Fangs, some mix of all of those things. Well, if it's Body Press, then switching to a Ghost type would be good, I guess. I don't know if I like this idea, but not having either of the special attackers with fire moves is pretty rough. Well, we already know what happens here. Now I just have to Aqua Jet because otherwise I die from Bullet Punch. This guy is a problem. This guy's a problem. Alright, so I guess if I see Metagross on any team, I just have to assume it's coming in because it sure seems that way. Switched out, interesting. Is this a thing in singles? Is this like a singles meta that people are running? Of Aura Veil and Metagross? That is a thing? Yeah, it seems to be. Jesus. Yeah, well, I think we lose then, pretty much. Wow, that not even killing is fucked up. I don't know if I see a world where I can win. Jeez. That's real frustrating. Because I feel like I need Swords Dance in order to kill this Metagross, but I also feel like I will lose the Disguise if I don't attack this turn, and if that happens, you're faster than me? That's the worst of both worlds. Now I just... Why are you faster than me? I'm faster than Metagross, but slower than Ninetales? I guess so. I guess so. Yeah, obviously we fucking lose, unless we crit. No, we just lose anyway because of Bullet Punch. Jesus Christ. Okay. Well, that's a disaster. Alright, if we see the pairing of Ninetales and Metagross, bring in Hydreigon and Zoroark, apparently. Jesus. What a disaster that is. Not even losing to any, like, BS crits and stuff here, getting bad losses. Alright, this is a completely different vibe. Probably not Zoroark, just because if they start Basculegion and flip turn, that's bad. Lopunny does seem pretty decent, though the Swampert could be an issue. I wonder if they're going to bring in... I think I actually don't bring in Basculegion. I mean, the Last Respects is strong against everything, though I feel like they're maybe interested in bringing in the Jolteon. I feel like there's a lot of special attack on their team. How would Sylveon be okay, maybe? A Dragon? No electric move is not that exciting, but fire for the... but we have ice from this. I think I'm gonna go Sylveon and then... Mimikyu or Basculegion. Gonna do the Basculegion. I can't help it. Why do more people not like to run solos? Because 3v3 is feels like it removes a lot of 3v3 feels a lot more coin flippy, I feel like, than 6v6. Because there's just so much about the like the 3 that you choose, and you only have 3 to choose from, which isn't that many. I know that is how it works in like Pokemon Stadium and stuff, but... Also, People like to run the doubles because of that's like the tournament format. I had a 12 win streak in ranked, and then today just started the singles event here and ran into basically none of the teams of type I was seeing in ranked, which doesn't surprise me, but I just faced 2 teams that did Ninetales or Veil into Metagross, and I had not even seen that once, or even knew that that was a thing people were doing. So that's a little awkward. Well, the good news is they used their Mega. There's the Jolteon. I'm just looking at their team to see, like, would they be... They don't know I have Thunder Punch. But they know I have the Ice move, so maybe they're afraid of Sceptile. They probably didn't do Sceptile because Mega. I feel like they had Basculegion, and then I feel like Basculegion's their last, which maybe the Thunder Punch would be nice for. I assume they're faster than me. I don't really know what they're gonna do, though. No, they're not faster than me. They're sashed, okay. So now they're gonna try to kill me, I guess, with this. Whatever move they're doing. Oh, they have a fairy move, okay. Alright, then I'm dead. The only reason that I'm like, well, maybe this is fine anyway is because maybe, like, well, I can quick attack this, which is nice, so I don't even have to worry about it. And then be full health for Basculegion. We know they're well, I guess it'll be awkward because it'll be maybe a speed type battle with the Basculegions, so that's kind of awkward. Assuming that they, yeah, it was very telegraphed to me that it would be that. The problem is that the Lopunny wouldn't outspeed anyway, but the reason to potentially have kept the Lopunny would be if they lock into Last Respects. Now then I could switch in Lopunny and then, like, they would, you know, they wouldn't be able to hit it. So that was kind of the, yeah, and that's not surprising. Crit. I don't know if I would have lived anyway. But now it's just, oh, I outspeed and win then, okay. Nice. Even better. There's just not a way that they can win this one now. You can Aqua Jet if you want, but it wouldn't kill me anyway, so they just had to hope that I wasn't scarfed. Very good. If I didn't know that we had already used the Sash, then I maybe would have quick attacked onto the Basculegion to make sure that the Sash was gone, because that could have been an option. But we already knew that the Sash had been on Jolteon, so I didn't need to worry about that. Alright, so if I see Ninetales, Metagross, then I just need to bring in, like, Zoroark or Hydreigon or both, honestly. Okay, well, that's interesting. What's that guy's new name? Samurott? He's usually scarfed, I feel like. I mean, if I disguised as Lopunny and then he did the fighting type move that I think he gets a fighting type move, right? Or something, that would be funny, but probably a little bit risky. The Powdon, I feel like often ends up being used as a starter. Does seem like a Mimikyu Basculegion type of run here, I guess. The Samurott would be bad for that, I suppose, but... Are they really doing Mega Victory Bell? Is that really what they're doing, though? Maybe I do this. They don't have any fairy, right? I could see worlds where Zoroark could have interesting starts here. The problem is that Lopunny does not outspeed the Scarfed Samurott, so I can't just like close combat it. Okay, it is Victory Bell. I was hoping for that because, you know, I have the Ice move. Now, I don't even know what does Mega Victory Bell even do? Mega Victory Bell, I don't even know what is its ability. When the Pokemon takes damage from a move that knocks it out, it deals the same amount of damage to the attacker. Huh. Okay. Well, it can have... It shouldn't have anything super effective against me, but it can, like, sleep powder me, I guess. That could be something. 2-2 Mario Dance. We should outspeed it and then just hope that Triple Axle kills, I guess. If it does all three, I think it will. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh my god. That's interesting that it brought me down to 1. Okay. Well, that's interesting. Okay, Rotom is almost 1000% gonna be Scarfed, and it's also gonna be decent chance doing Volt Switch. So I'll switch to Hydreigon. Because I can get another free Fake Out, and like Lopunny is fast, so in theory it should be like, yeah, that won't do anything. Isn't Foul Play a Dark type move? An interesting choice. I think I will Dark Pulse. Not quite half. They did Volt Switch. Okay, I was gonna say if they stay in, then I can Draco Meteor next turn. But I didn't want to. I didn't want to Draco Meteor in case they out. I guess they're not Scarfed, by the way. It doesn't seem like it. Okay, there's Aegislash. I guess I can just do the super effective move. I was trying to think of a world where, like, that would is a problem or something, but... Okay, they're sashed. Oh my god, and they got flinched. Oh my god. Right now, they don't know if I'm Scarfed or not, but yeah, that's not a surprising forfeit. I don't think they... The one thing I was considering was, like... Could I... Because they're not going to use a Ghost move there. Because it's not effective, as we saw with, like... Like, they know it being a Dark type, it wouldn't be effective. So... one option could be that they're just going to, like, have close combat and use it, but I have Chople Berry for that anyway, so I would live, likely. And if they don't, because I haven't even seen that many use that, then they could, like, Poltergeist, I guess. That would still not be great. Or Iron Head, which would be fine. But obviously they didn't do that, so... Or like Swords Dance setup or something. Anyway, this is a team of pretty annoying guys. That Aggron being Mega Aggron could be a little scary. Mega Greninja also a little scary. Dragapult probably means I can't be Zoroarking. Just seems a little risky. Granted, otherwise it would be potentially interesting to bait a ghost move or something, I guess. But if I went Mimikyu, they would do the Dragon move anyway because it's multi-hit. Whereas Bashful Legion, maybe they would go for the... Like, if I disguise as Bashful Legion, maybe they would use the ghost move as that. But... if I do that, though, and they have Sneasler, then they're just going to use a Dark move or something, and so then that kind of negates that thing. I mean, Lopunny first seems safe-ish. Bashful Legion, a little bit problematic for Greninja, which I could do Hydreigon for the Aggron as an option. I think I like... Oh man, I don't know, Mimikyu or... I think the problem with this would be the Dragapult, I guess, with this lineup. But it's tough to say, really. It really is all about that start. And it was Dragapult. It was Dragapult. I have no idea. Dragapult's fast, isn't it? Dragapult's like a really fast fella. It's faster than Mega Lopunny. But we can do this to make sure that we get the Scarf off of it, I guess. And that's assuming that it doesn't have Scarf or something, too. Which it's probably either Sash or, like, it could be Life Orb, I guess, currently. Life Orb would make me want to switch. Well, they're not going to use a Ghost move. I'm just worried if they use a Dragon move that, like, going into Hydreigon would be bad. I guess if they Will-O-Wisp either way, this switch is bad, but... Okay, they did do the Dragon move. That's just gonna kill. Oh, it crit? Okay, so we do live. They're just faster. They're Scarfed? I think there might be Scarfed. Yeah, I mean, this was the disaster if they chose it. Now we're very much in trouble. Yeah, now we're very much in trouble. And they know it, too. They know I'm in trouble. Okay, just don't crit and I live. Okay. Well, turns out it... that's a forfeit. That's a forfeit. We needed that. I almost went close combat just because of that, but I figured I'm already behind. I might want to not have the defense drop. But yeah, now it's over. So they're gonna outspeed. They're gonna 2-hit kill me, and we got fucked by a miss. It is what it is. Granted, if they didn't crit the Bashful Legion as well, I think he would have lived, and then I would have been able to kill them. So we just got double screwed there, which is frustrating, obviously, but I'm glad I didn't take Zoroark at the very least, I guess. Maybe they weren't Scarf. Maybe they're just faster, I guess, right? They weren't actually Scarf, they're just faster. But then, so then they probably were Sashed. Okay. Yeah, it's a pretty annoying looking one. There could be 4 different Megas. Mega Blaziken, Charizard, Venusaur, Staraptor. Interesting. Trying to think, how did I kill a Staraptor last time I saw one? I think it was just Basculegion Last Respects outspeeding killing it. But that was because they hadn't done any close combats yet or whatever. Venusaur Mega would be pretty... I feel like there's no way they're Mega Venusaur. I feel like they just have to not be. I think we might have to do this again. Now, there is a world, I guess, Zoroark, Disguise, they're Blaziken, we dodge a close combat or something, but... We're seeing a lot of teams with physical attacking, which is why there has not been much Sylveon brought in. Also, I haven't seen much King Gambit, which would have been a reason to have, like... Yeah, oh man, it could have been pretty interesting to bait the... I don't know what the speed tier for Blaziken is, especially after it does the whole speed up. What if I just close combat them? What if I just close combat them? How insane is that? They can baton pass. I mean, it could be doing that. I feel like I just got it though. I don't know. Maybe I should just like try to kill them. Because like they have the speed boost ability would mean that then they might be faster than me after that. Yeah, okay. Well, I guess it doesn't matter either way, huh? Well, I mean, if they do a fighting type move, I can dodge it with either of these guys. If they're a baton pass, though, this is a little spooky. Oh boy. Oh boy. Because they're gonna protect again, and then they're gonna like outspeed and either baton pass or kill me, I guess. Yeah, that might just be a wrap, to be honest with you. Can't really do much else here. Now they're gonna either outspeed and kill me, or they're going to baton pass. Yeah, baton pass. And then what? Go to the cat or something? Yeah, and just absolutely destroy me. You know what? Honestly, pretty strong hit, all things considered. Pretty strong hit, all things considered. Now, obviously, I'm not going to be able to outspeed the cat. The Basculegion would be nice for the Blaziken, I would say. And potentially the bird. Lopunny, I guess, would be good for Charizard and the bird, I guess, though, too, with Thunder Punch. I think I stay in. I think I stay in because, basically the plan is to come in with Mimikyu and try to kill it, because I get the Disguise. Because I don't believe Fake Out will kill. If it does, then that would be nice, but I don't think it will, so... And they are, right now, Grass type. They do show that correctly. I think I'm gonna Shadow Claw so that I don't... Oh, Triple Axle's gonna kill me. Okay. I didn't think about that. Well, if they only do one hit and miss... Okay, if they only do two, alright, we lose. Well, not much I can do about that, really. Yeah, because I had a feeling that wasn't going to quite do it. I mean, I guess knowing that it was going to have that, I could have gone for... They didn't even misplay Rough Eater. There's a world where they could have... I could have Shadow Sneaked and then have the Fake Out kill, I guess. But, like, I don't know. I have to pee, but that's frustrating. Damn cat. Damn cat. Alright, I have to pee badly. What the fuck, it's 7? Alright, maybe it's time for a stretch break, actually. Dude, my rating's 14. Fuck me, man. That's so rough. Alright, we're gonna pee break, and we'll be back, but... I feel like I'm bad at the game. Though it's part of what makes singles so frustrating, is just like, yep, they have, you can get away with a little more cheesiness. Not to say that it's cheese, but I should have considered, I did call out that, like, there's no way they have 4 megas, that's too many. And so I should have thought about alternatives to what would be mega. What would not be mega. And I've seen non-mega Venusaurs. Blaziken's so new, I just didn't really think about it until I saw it come out and Protect turn 1, and I was just like, oh, it's Baton Pass, but I don't really have a thing to do about that. I guess I could have switched to Mimikyu the second turn after the Protect, and then Swords Dance on my own turn when they switch to the cat. But then they still have Triple Axle, so I don't know. Anyway, I'm gonna go pee.
We know your time is valuable. Thank you for holding. Someone will be with you as soon as possible. Thank you for your call. We appreciate your business and the opportunity to assist you. We know your time is valuable. Thank you for holding. Someone will be with you as soon as possible. We know your time is valuable. Thank you for holding. Someone will be with you as soon as possible. Thank you for your call. We appreciate your business and the opportunity to assist you. We know your time is valuable. Thank you for holding. Someone will be with you as soon as possible.
Well, one thing's for sure. I very much kind of regret Zoroark so far. It's done nothing. Granted, I haven't really brought it in, but not that it would have been what they did. I'm trying to remember what even happened. They did protect, the fake out didn't hit. Then I did some attack, which they swords danced through. Did I miss an attack? What even? I don't even remember. Oh no, I switched to Basculegion. That's right. Then they switched to the cat. So if I had switched to, I guess if I see a lead Blaziken like that when there's a lot of other megas, then I should switch to Mimikyu to then ideally get like a Swords Dance or something. Dude, you know what would have been awesome there is Encore. Encore would have been amazing. Encore would have been fantastic. Quick stretch break here. Wonder what the cat was running for its item. Maybe expert belts? I could see that. It hurts to go on a 12 win streak and then go 3-4 in the actual competition. I expected it not to go as well, but this is like almost as bad as one of my worst days in the last competition. Frustrating. Yeah, Encore. I mean, Encore was an option for Lopunny, but we also saw the benefit of the Thunder Punch against Charizard and such. Ah, man. Buddies at work and I are doing Mega Skarmory raids tomorrow in Pogo. Nice. So how does that work? You have to meet up somewhere? IRL? To a specific place, or can you like do it through some other means? Also, we're not going to be doing Scrandle. And maybe, I mean, I'm just thinking about like, man, what if I had just made that Zoroark Mega or made it Archelodon? I feel like it would have had so many better opportunities already. The Dragapult, the Mega. I actually don't know how it would do against the Mega Metagrosses, but I think they can have a fighting type move, but yeah. I hate Archelodon, but it would be quite good. It would have been quite good in a few spots there. Can't deny that. Triple Axle and Dragon Darts are like so good in singles because of the multi-hit. At the park near you, 36 people RSVP. Do you RSVP via, like, the game? Or do you RSVP through some other means? Desk is going up. Campfire app to... Oh, okay. I should have just read the next sentence. Megas are more complicated. Everyone needs to bring a mega. Okay. The problems for me... Alright. One of those. Okay. Part of me is like, fuck it, bring Zoroark. I need to actually use it. But part of me is like, well... I mean, it could be pretty alright here. Gyarados a little iffy. Gyarados is problematic for Basculegion. I have been given trouble by Umbreons before. Mimikyu seems okay, though it also kind of has trouble with Umbreon in a funny enough way. I don't really know what the Raichu should... I feel like I'm probably not bringing Basculegion here. Maybe these three? These three or Sylveon? Three win streak, huh? Okay. I really don't have much of a clue on what the Raichu situation is. This thing has no guard? So that would likely mean that they're gonna do Focus Blast. So do this. Huh. Okay. Yeah, that's a little awkward for sure. Okay, the bad news here is that Mold Breaker just kind of goes through Disguise. So I think I kind of need to do as much damage as possible. And we miss. Of course we do. And they don't even do... Oh, but I know... Oh, okay. That was the dumbest thing I could have done. We know that they can't Mega. They just Mega'd with Raichu. Fucking moron. You idiot! And Lopunny would be great here because Thunder Punch one-shots it. Ugh. Fuck. That really does kind of fuck up the whole plan of the game here, though. Fuck you. D-Dane's turn too. Now I have to Shadow Sneak. Well, I think I gotta do this because I think we're screwed anyway. I think that missed play rough, plus the idea of like me going for it anyway because I'm stupid and forgot about the double mega situation means that we're just kind of gonna be in trouble. That's interesting. That's very interesting. I would almost rather miss this Draco Meteor. I guess they... Oh, you know what? I know what they want here. They want another, They want another Intimidate on Lopunny, I believe, is what's happening here. Yeah, unfortunately, that's not going to be enough. Oh, that's interesting. Okay. It's interesting. Problem is, they might just wish here. Wow. Wow, that's crazy. This person is psychotic. Okay. That's crazy. Switch to Gyarados. I need this read. Fuck you, you motherfucker. You motherfucker. God damn it. Now switch to Gyarados. I have Oh, I don't have Limber anymore, that's right. I was like, I have Limber because I'm Lopunny, but no, Mega Lopunny is scrappy, so it doesn't matter anymore. Wow, I got... I'm... Okay, man. Sure. The double T-Wave is insane to me. The double T-Wave is a little insane to me, but okay. Yeah, I mean, you're gonna kill me. Oh wow, that's greedy. You're so greedy for this! This is a crazy greedy move to be doing. That's crazy greedy. You're already faster than me. Wait, what? Okay, I thought the substitute didn't fade. That would have been nuts. I still think we lose because he's gonna kill me. Then, yeah, no, we lose because Hydreigon's gonna be slower than Raichu. The Raichu's gonna do the hit. The Chople Berry will make me live, but then I die to the Gyarados. They were going for the greed with substitute, hoping I get paralyzed, I guess. Oh, right, they have no guard, so they can't miss. Alright, go fuck yourself, you piece of cunt. Jesus Christ. Jesus Christ. I did make one bad misplay, but then they also got like 4x Lux. I think it was. No, maybe 3. Oh, I want to die, man. This makes you it makes you feel so bad. It makes you feel so bad when you have to have the record on the screen. It's not surprising that I'm losing more because this format is new, so I don't have experience in it, but it just still feels bad. Okay. Definitely disguising as Hydreigon. The Toxapex can be quite annoying for sure. The Mousehold would be bad for the Basculegion if that's what they had left in. I am going to do Zoroark disguised as Hydreigon though. So then maybe Mimikyu is the other option. They are, like, all physical again. Unless I'm missing something. Which means, like, I don't feel as interested in bringing in Sylveon. Though Sylveon can still be okay against some of that, but... I want definitely 2 ghost types to ideally get around the mice, but... Is the whining too much? Am I whining too much? I could be. I could see that being. It's tough not to. It is a little tough not to. Dude, if I don't end with like at least 8 wins, I'm gonna be so depressed. It's just gonna make me not even want to try tomorrow, or maybe I would try off stream or something. 1470, man. Oh my god, it's so bad. Alright, here's the scissor. This is what we wanted to start. This is why we Zoroark. Even though it means they might switch because they're expecting Flamethrower, but like maybe they go for the bug move, so we Flamethrower. Look at even my character's depressed. Look at him. Okay, nice. Oh, that's interesting. I have not seen that. Oh my god, I got the burn. I don't think I've gotten a single burn with Flamethrower in this game before. I don't even know what that does. What is Struggle Bug? Struggle Bug move? A damage-dealing bug move deals damage and lowers the target's special attack by 1 stage. Huh. I guess, I mean, I could see that being good against the Hydreigon, I suppose, but also, that's crazy. Okay, well, let's think about this. It could have Sash. It's likely just Scarfed and just gonna kill me with any move. Though I'm looking at what else they have and I'm like, I feel like this just dies to anything anyway that they got. Except maybe Mousehold it could like be problematic for. But I think I just do this anyway. Okay, they became a dark type. That should kill me. Now I can go to Hydreigon. Especially if they're locked into that move. With Scarf, which we don't know if they are. But if they are, then like, that'll be good. They are not, so we die, and we want to kill ourselves. Great. Oh my god, man. I even had like the super advantageous start with this fucking cat. This fucking cat, man. Cannot believe that. They can have so many different movesets too. Oh, they're sashed. Okay, well, we can kill through the sash because of I guess I'm glad that I didn't go for the swords dance, but it's very, very unlikely that I could win here. If they have mouse hold, I don't know what other move that guy has, but I'm already at 90 HP, so it's not ideal. Yeah, that doesn't seem great. I'm definitely gonna have to swords dance up to have any chance. There's no way I'm one-shotting it, and so that I'm just have to hope that they don't have the poison move, because they are supposed to be kind of a stall-y setup anyway. Okay. I'm gonna swords dance a second time, because I kind of need to, because I have life orb. They wouldn't have Will-O-Wisp. And we could still win this, I suppose. Especially if Shadow Claw crits, which it has a higher crit chance. I wonder if they're thinking about protecting. No? That is a little dangerous, because if they do... Uh-oh. Are we dead? No, it's just that move. Okay. We're going to have a lot of chip damage. We basically have to kill in one shot here. Yeah, I think we die after this hit, so I think we have to go for it? Maybe I could try to do one more swords dance, but I think we gotta go for it with this. Now, if they have protect, it's a little rough, but they do have protect. And they did time it right, unfortunately for us. They did the infestation. I think I'm alive just barely, but the problem is I'm gonna die to life orb. So I think that means I would still lose. It's really unfortunate. I did crit, so if they didn't have the protect last turn, we would have won, but now I assume that means we still lose because the game hates me. Oh no, it counts as a win! Okay, yes! What's the, oh, it's Destiny Bun is the one that you lose if it happens, because your guy, like, dies first, I think. Okay, alright, that's nice, thankfully. Finally, okay. Ugh. Whew. That was a close one. That was a close one. Nana 2. That damn cat, man. It could be scarfed, it can be sashed, it can have triple axle, play rough, night slash, flower trick, it could be flower trick, U-turn, triple axle, like it has so many different things it can do that it's really hard to predict. Speaking of, this is a person's doubles team that they've co-opted into singles, like they got rain stuff. But then also just Floette being really strong. Floette? Problematic. Floette definitely problematic here. I think it might be a Zoroark just because we're like so desperate for the ability to kill it. Hydreigon, good for the Archlodon. Kind of good against it is good against Basculegion in that it resists all of that. I guess we dodge Earthquake as well. So there's something to be said about that. Mimikyu's just kind of generically alright. Yeah, that's tough. This is a tough one. It really depends on if they bring in the It really depends if they bring the Floette or not. I'm really hoping they don't bring the Digger man. Digger, what is it? Diggersby. Yeah, I hope they don't bring that guy. Because that would be unfortunate for Basque Legion. So this doesn't do much for us because they are going to like probably U-turn out. Or they might do like one attack first. But this won't kill, it'll maybe trigger Citrus at most. The problem is that means now they know it's a Zoroark. I did consider switching to Hydreigon here so that it could still be disguised. I would love for them to go Archlodon. Fuck. Yeah, I kind of just have to do this, I think. I basically need to kill the Floette with... but they're gonna Calm Mind and then do their Draining Kiss bullshit, aren't they? I don't know what Fairy R does, I'm gonna be honest. Yeah, this is the problem. This is the problem with this bitch. Them being faster than me too also kind of sucks balls. I can't risk the switch now, so we're just absolutely screwed. What does Fairy Aura do? What does Fairy Aura do? Fairy Aura boost the power of fairy moves by 33%. Yeah, I mean, they're gonna Draining Kiss. They're gonna Synthesis. Well, I could always crit. That's an interesting moveset. That's, I feel like, not the usual. The quote-unquote good news here is stalling out the rain, I guess? Because basically, the plan is that we need to kill this with the fish. That's just what has to happen. The problem is, it's very, it is very, very telegraphed. So if they do have the Archlodon, which they might because they set up the rain, but if they switch out, they get rid of the Calm Mind, so that helps. But yeah, once I did that first turn stay in, kind of felt compelled to have to stay in with the Zoro. Obviously, we can't bring in Hydreigon here. Yeah, so this is not surprising. If it's Archlodon, that's bad news. Yes, what a surprise. Okay. And we just have to do this now. It's not a surprise, but I couldn't really risk the double switch, I don't think. Now, I guess just don't paralyze me, because I don't think you'll one-shot me. I'm hoping. Okay, great. No para. Okay. So they switch, yeah, which is not too surprising, but the thing is, the rain has stopped. That is a rough set of options, isn't it? That is a rough set of options, isn't it? You could. I'm trying to think like the switching out play here. If I had Hydreigon at the end, it could beat the Archlodon and the other thing. If I switch out and they just do an attack though, then I guess I would I could do it like one more time. I think I have to. Does the Fairy Aura go away? I guess it doesn't, right? The problem is if this just kills, then we're in disaster. Okay. Yeah. I think it's a disaster no matter what. I mean... we die to recoil probably here. That was a smart switch for them. Oh, I'm alive. That's interesting. That is interesting. I think I do this now. Because I think I could potentially kill with Last Respects on Wolf, and I wouldn't be taking the you know, follow-up damage here. So I think this could... I think it's the better chance than letting it die and trying to win with Hydreigon, because Hydreigon is just not going to be able to kill the... The Hydreigon is not going to be able to kill the Floette here, so I think this actually can win. They don't have the defense drop already. I mean, it's going to be close if this... No, this should kill, because it's not resisted either. This should kill, I think. Yep, okay. And assuming this outspeeds, which I think we... Do we know that? I think they might have switched out both times, actually, so maybe it doesn't, but we have to assume that it does, because that's all we can do. I mean, this was the play to be able to win, and it's going to, I'm pretty sure. Whew, that was scary. I'm very happy about not giving up on those switches and switching the Hydreigon into death. Pretty happy about that. Because otherwise it was just gonna be dangerous. Okay. Yeah, 85,000 rank. Whoa. It's like 10 points above the starting points. Whoa. This one's weird because it doesn't actually just look like someone's doubles team that they put into singles. Like, it has the rain, but it also has the annoying cat, Corviknight. And Charizard here is interesting too. Charizard, Swampert is the megas. I mean, every time we've ran into a Pelipper, they've brought it in, but also every time they've had Archlodon. So I don't know if that changes with not having Archlodon now. Still makes me kind of not want a Zoroark because it often will U-turn. We have to bring in Hydreigon for the bird. This can also Thunder Punch the bird, which is not bad. So maybe this... This. That frickin' cat, man. That frickin' cat is such a problem. That cat is such a problem. If only it wasn't dark type. Then Basculegion could just somewhat safely, you know, wrap things up. But like if they bring in, okay, Corviknight is the start. Corviknight is the start. They ain't gonna be ready for the Thunder Punch, I don't think. Granted, I don't think the Thunder Punch is gonna kill. I do think there's, well, let's see. Leftovers? Yes, okay. Just, now we got the info. They healed almost to full, but now we got the info. I would expect this to U-turn or to shield, like, start doing the iron defense. Yeah, that's not much, huh? Okay. The bad thing here is that now it's kind of spooky to switch into Hydreigon if they have the body press. Now, this may look weird because, like, why would you switch into this? It's not going to do any damage anyway. Okay. What this means, though, is that they will not go for body press if they have it. That's really the only reason that this is here and happening, so that I can flip turn. Won't do much damage, but I'll get the switch. They're not going to roost, because, like, why would they? They're not going to take any damage. If they have Iron Head, they'll do it. But there should be I mean, they can obviously do... Okay, they're just fully going up. And that to me means that either they have body press or they have the Iron Head. And the Iron Head would make sense there too, just because the Iron Head isn't super effective on the... And I should live with Chopple Bear here anyway, I would think. Oh, well, triple Iron Defense actually might be a problem, but... Yeah, we might just die anyway here. Yeah, triple Iron Defense, but... They are low. Problem, of course, the fact that they have 3 Iron Defenses. Fake Out will not do anything, so I think I have to do this in Wave Crash, even though I don't think that's gonna be enough. It might be enough, actually. No, and if they live this and roost, then we die. Actually. Do you have an attack that can hurt me? Oh, well, I guess I could go for the crit, too. Let's see, do you have an attack? No, they don't. So it's a little bit of, like, going for the crit versus not losing HP from Waste Crash, but I think you kind of have to do this to go for it. Because it's otherwise, I'm not losing much after. Okay, he does have the Iron Head. There we go. I wanted him to prove that he had it, first of all. But yeah, I think I basically just have to hope to crit, even though he has pressure, which also makes it tough, because I only have 2 left now. That's a frustrating one. Frustrating one. Finally someone with a bird. Corviknight, I mean. And, yeah, the low punny Thunder Punch not anywhere near enough to do anything of use. You got a bird for me? Nice. Alright, how about you crit this time? You've only done like 6 attacks or whatever. Nah, just none of them. None of them will crit. That's cool too, I guess. I think basically the only chance I would have for a win here is like, which is still like almost nothing. Would be, of course, they hit the crit. They hit a crit, of course. Not me. No, that wouldn't make any sense. Why would I get a crit when I did 6 attacks in a row, but they get 1 there? I mean, they've done a few in a row, but... I mean, it's likely that they would have Mimikyu or the cat here, but my assumption would be that I would need to Last Respects sweep to win, which is still very unlikely anyway, so the game's pretty much over. We would have needed one of the earlier wave crashes to kill with a crit. It is just a little bit of that extra kick in the nuts to have their Iron Head crit, you know? Also, a lot of the Corviknights don't necessarily carry the body press, so there was a world where I could have won with, or that I could have been able to kill with Hydreigon. It's unfortunate that Hydreigon, like, isn't strong enough to one-shot the bird, and no crit, too. There was also the opportunity of, like, again, if they didn't show that they had the Iron Head, then it meant that they would never be able to really hurt Basculegion. So then I could potentially, like, do what I did there, except switch in and out, and then, like, stall out some moves, though they have pressure, so they're gonna outstall me anyway, but... I even brought the Hydreigon for it, and it just didn't fucking matter. Okay. So Mega Floette, I think the Ice Cream Cone has a Mega? I've never faced a Golden Go. I don't know what they do. Do they have an ability that I need to be worried about? All the new Pokemon have bullshit abilities, usually. Gold. How do you spell? Oh, Golden Go? How do you spell his name? Oh, it's GH. Okay. What is your ability? Good as gold. Gives immunity to status moves. Okay. I guess that's good to know. So if they... I almost want to just start Mimikyu in case they start with trying to do Baton Pass shenanigans a little bit. I really don't have a good answer to Floette now that I don't have Sneasler on the team. Yeah, like even like because the Calm Mind, so it's like, well, I don't want to take the special attackers against that necessarily, but also, you know, Mega Lopunny is not great against it either because it's a fighting type. So we're basically just hoping that this is Baton Pass. And if it's not, that's gonna be sad. Oh, of course this one isn't fucking Baton Pass, you son of a bitch. Of course, man. Of course it isn't. Son of a bitch, man. This fucking game. This fucking game, man. And we know I don't outspeed it. We know I don't outspeed it. I mean, I guess I just have to Shadow Sneak now. Otherwise they outspeed and likely kill. That's a good chunk. Good chunk. It doesn't really matter because I'm gonna die, but it was a good chunk. Well, it's really frustrating. That's just really frustrating. And it wasn't like this was the only Mega, because Floette, and I think the Ice Cream Cone, technically. Am I messing that up? Mega Vanillite? Vanillux? Is that a thing? No, it's not. That's fake. Okay. Then there was a decent chance, but still, I think I still was worth maybe going for. I almost turned out, but I almost U-turned, rather I should say, but flip turned. That's the one. You know, I guess there is a world where the Sylveon could quick attack kill the Blaziken. So that's something. Well, they probably don't have the Floette. So what would they maybe have? Golden Go? Rotom? Basically any of the others. I don't even know if Golden Go is like a physical attacker or not. I don't even know. I don't know what they do at all. Golden Go? Is that how you're supposed to say it? I think it's Golden Go, right? I almost feel like Yawn wouldn't even be good anyway. I think I gotta... If they switch to Blaziken, it's so bad if I don't do the... But it's so unlikely that they go to it, because, like, obviously, the Hyper Voice is still super effective on this guy, too. What does Make It Rain do? Lowers the special attack... Lowers my special attack by 2? What the fuck? Are they fast? Well, they're gonna be faster than me. I'm goddamn Sylveon. Yeah, they're gonna be faster than me. It's so bad, man. It's so bad, though. Because if they the Shadow Ball, then it's great. If they make it rain, it's not as bad. That still did a lot. That still did a lot. The problem is... oh, that makes his special attack fall, not mine? Oh, brother. Okay. I definitely will be faster. I mean, this would be more effective, but if they switch to Umbreon, then this is better. Okay, well, I'm glad I did this, I guess. So that was a read of sorts. That's not gonna be enough to kill, is it? That's not gonna be enough to kill, is it? Because they were already a little bit of chip damage. Okay. I would say that's a good switch. You fucking asshole. Double protect. Come on, man. That ruined everything. Now you know I have this. Now you know that I have this. Oh, that's so bad. Okay. Well, that's interesting. I did it again. Sacrifice the blaze again. Yeah. We still have a problem because Make It Rain, if we remember from what happened before, will kill Basculegion. So I guess that was a good sacrificial switch for them. So we can't even really bother switching because it will just... Okay, we lived. We lived. Their special defense is a lot lower. If we switched to Basculegion, and they did make it rain, it won't kill. If they do a shadow, ghost move, maybe it would kill. Regardless, let's assume it doesn't kill. Then they bring in, they switch to Umbreon so that they get that special defense or special attack reduction undone. Then Basculegion can. I think we might be in a bit of a we're screwed either way spot here. Because if we brought in the Basculegion, we live that attack. They switch out. We try to do. I mean, we're just kind of because we know that Wave Crash does not kill. They must be scarfed, by the way. We know that this will be not effective on the Umbreon. Okay, I think what we have to do is crit Wave Crash. Now they're gonna protect. The next Wave Crash I do will be able to kill after Protect #1, but then I'm assuming... Do they have... is Shadow Sneak a thing they can do? Maybe. I don't know. They also might just outspeed me. If they are Scarfed, I think they will just outspeed me. But I also think this is pretty much what I had to do. Yeah. So I'm assuming what happens here is they bring in, what's his name, and they're, I gotta assume they're scarfed here, and then they outspeed me, based on the play that they've been doing. First time facing one. Oh! Oh! Never mind. Oh! The fish! The fish! Gefilte fish! Holy moly. So either... I guess I have speed investment, so that's maybe what made that difference, but I thought for sure it was over. I just assumed, based on what I thought them using Make It Rain, and then having to switch and then Make It Rain, like when they made it rain and I had switched into Basculegion the first time, then they switched out, which made me think they would be locked in to that move, or just switching out because it lowers the special attack, but I'll take it. I'll take it. First time seeing the gold man and beating him. Okay. Another Pelipper Archelodon. Every time I've seen Pelipper Archelodon teams, they've brought him in. Are they gonna finally do it this time? Or is it gonna be the first time that they don't do it? You know, Lopunny would be pretty good against that start. That way they can't U-turn out, because no one expects the Thunder Punch. So I think I will do that. And then do feel inclined that I kind of have to do that for Archelodon. If it's Scarf Chomp, that's going to be pretty brutal. Mimikyu or Basculegion? I mean, Basculegion, last respecting everything, seems pretty solid. Please be a Pelipper that is planning to U-turn. Please. Please, 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 please. Of course it's not this time. Of course it's not this time! And I can't even fake out you, because then you'll encore me. I know better than that. So I'm just gonna triple axle you. I know better than to fake out here. Of course, man. Of course. I've seen like two teams that have Pelipper, Swampert, Archlodon, and both times they've brought in Pelipper, Archlodon. But this time, no. This time, no. My immense sample size of 2, I guess now 3, but hell yeah. Okay. Obviously Tailwind's pretty scary here, but what's next? Now Tailwind is only... Oh, interesting. So he's gonna do a... I guess fire or air slash. Battle info. Tailwind, 3 more turns. I think you definitely low punny because you can get a free like protect stash stall turn with fake out. So the question is Basculegion or not? Does kind of seem like if the last is Archlodon, you'd rather have Hydreigon. If the last is basically anything else, you'd probably rather have Basculegion. So I guess that means Hydreigon. I guess that just means Hydreigon then. And then the other thing is that if we don't die to this hit, which I don't know, I assume we don't get one shot? Could be wrong. Nah, we don't get one shot. Okay. I think I don't think it's worth doing the read of Focus Blast, and I do just want to get some damage. Or just take the hit and die. Both of those were the option. I feel like sometimes I'm faster than the Charizard there, but the good news is they only have 1 more of this, so I can fake out through it. That's kind of the reason for all of this, really. The bad news is if the last one is Archlodon, we're in trouble. If the last one's Archlodon, we're in trouble. The Whimsicott could have had Focus Sash. We don't know. The Archlodon would definitely not have Focus Sash. You would probably rather have the Close Combat against it. I think I've had Close Combat one-shot before. I'm pretty sure this Thunder Punch will not one-shot, is my concern. But maybe it will. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. I thought it would be a little close. Oh, it crits, so we'll never know. We'll never know. Okay. Is it Archlodon or is it Garchomp? Or is it... Yeah, it's Garchomp. Okay, I was gonna say it's probably gotta be one of those two. Having the fake out into triple axle I don't think is like the way to win. If they're scarfed, we kind of just need to stay in and do this anyway. Okay, they are not scarfed. Oh yeah, that is not a bulky chomp, and that is a dead chomp. Okay, guys, we have a positive win rate. It's finally happened. We've gone positive. I think did I lose the first match? I think I might have won the first match. So I actually was positive one time before this, but we're positive. It only took almost the entire session. Feeling very good about that. That definitely is the move in terms of switching out low punny in order to stall out these tailwinds. Which, by the way, I feel like in the last season I saw no one ever using tailwind on in singles. So I have what, 2 more? Pretty abysmal start, obviously. A basically almost even record. This might be worse than any day of the last singles event, depending on how these last 2 go, I guess. I think one time I went 9-6, so maybe I did an 8-7. I hope not. Okay. Well. Mega Dragonite, Mega Gyarados, Mega Gengar. U-turn against Mega Gengar was nice for low punny to be able to get out. I think that worked through the thing. Zoroark, not particularly great against Dragonite, and really, it's neutral-ish against things. It's not amazing. Basculegion. The King Gambit is problematic because of that damn sucker punch. But otherwise, Basculegion's pretty decent. Although not good against Gengar, or not good against Gyarados. There's almost a temptation to lead with like Hydreigon or Sylveon. Probably not Hydreigon. I'd be worried about getting like outsped and stuff. Obviously, just leading with this is generally kind of good, though. It's just I don't know what they're... I'm not confident on that one at all. Not confident on that one at all, because Hydreigon is pretty good against the King Gambit. Whereas now I'm very reliant on low punny for killing this King Gambit. And a Azumarill start is not amazing, but I do have the Thunder Punch, which they probably don't expect. I'm hoping. I'm hoping. Okay, switch out. I wonder if that means they would be belly drumming. That's interesting. Not a great switch to go into Sylveon with. So that's a concern. That did quite a lot. So stab makes that like 60. So this should kill, I would think. I guess the problem would be, of course, if they are going to Destiny Bond me. Which, if they do, that's pretty bad. Which is why I was considering switching, but I was like, if I switch, like, switching to Mimikyu isn't great. And I should outspeed, okay. I didn't kill. Oh, I paralyzed! Oh no, I paralyzed! Okay. Why did Fake Out do so much? I guess I must have mismathed there, but... Because Triple Axle, if it did all 3 hits, would have killed. And I'm not gonna... Now that it's already this low, I'm not gonna risk, Triple Axle. If I were to risk Triple Axle, it would have been the first, like, the previous turn. Okay. Great. The Thunder Punch also probably now makes... Well, you know what? If they bring in a Azumarill, then they almost assuredly are Aqua Jetting, which is pretty rough. Or they're belly drumming and doing a switch for it, which would be risky knowing that I have Thunder Punch. So I assume this is an Aqua Jet. Yeah, you gotta do the Aqua Jet there. Wow, that did a lot of damage. Oh, Life Orb. Okay, that makes sense. Now, granted, this ain't great for me. Little bit of a temptation to yawn, but I think going for damage can make some sense here as well, even though I'm probably just dying. Oh no, I'm faster than you. That's surprising to me. Okay, play rough. That'll kill. Crit, but sure. Now, Mimikyu. Right? Although, Lopunny Fake Out could potentially kill. You know what? I think they switched to the Gengar thinking that they don't know about Scrappy. Also, Sucker Punch would kind of owe Lopunny here anyway. So I think I do this. If Fake Out doesn't kill, pretty unfortunate, I will say. Pretty unfortunate if it does not kill. That's very unfortunate. Because I'm not going to risk the Mimikyu. They're going to Aqua Jet, that'll kill. But they'll die to Life Orb, to be fair. Just would have been nicer if it didn't do that. Just would have been a little bit nicer if it didn't do that. I'm glad I didn't yawn, though. And you know what? If I had... what do we even want here? I guess... I mean, not you. That's not the one I wanted. Okay. They shouldn't be doing Sucker Punch the first time. So we go for the attack. Although I guess now... I guess we're kind of screwed either way, right? Because they know that this doesn't two-shot them. So I should do this and hope they Sucker Punch, I guess. Nah, I mean this is what I was worried about. And why I considered bringing Hydreigon. I'm already gonna cough this up to being a loss here. Yep, that's a loss. Yep. Yep, a fucking awful, awful, awful record here. Remember when I had like didn't I have like an 11-4 run or something? Which even that wasn't amazing. I mean, we're basically at the fucking starting point. That's so disappointing. Heavily regret the Zoroark. It has not done anywhere close to enough work. Granted, I keep not really bringing it in either because it feels like it hasn't had many great matchup spots. If it had Thunderbolt, there'd be some good opportunities against these water starters. But this to me looks like a doubles team, except the Lopunny, I guess. Okay, but we know Mega Garchomp, or sorry, Mega. Well, they don't have the Ninetales for the whatever you call it, but the Mega Metagross is a real problem. Do I just hope they don't bring Lopunny? I might have to. I might kind of have to. I think I kind of have to. I wonder if there could be an argument for disguising as Vascular Legion instead here. But yeah, a devastating day one. That's an interesting start. I don't know what to make of that. I don't think I've ever seen anyone start with that. But hey, what another good example it would have been to have a starting, having an electric move with Zoroark, huh? That reveals me, right? Yeah, that's so pathetic. Oh, it's so pathetic, okay. What a weird start. I guess they're just thinking that this might be able to wall my whole team, which is kind of fair. If only I had brought in the... this would have been the one to the low punny Thunder Punch, too. Oh, man. Okay. Do I Bitter Malice in case of a switch? Could be interesting. Nope. Yeah, I mean, we know this is happening. This is just gonna be, can I crit you, I guess? Well, because I don't really have anything good for this now. I just have to stay in and do the thing. That's a little annoying. It's not the worst, but... Does Infestation go away, or does it stay around forever like Leech Seed? I actually don't know. This unfortunately won't kill unless it crits. It did not. It did not. I mean, I could switch out to Hydreigon, I guess, but Hydreigon also isn't going to be... I've done the Hydreigon Battleverse toxic... Oh, no, don't recover, don't recover, don't recover. Yes! Yes, they didn't recover that time. Okay. Now they might switch out. So, now we Bitter Malice, in case they do. They might think like, oh, maybe I can bring this thing back in later and recover. That's what they might be thinking. Bitter Malice on Metagross, super effective? Come on. Ah. Imagine though. That's a solid hit. I guess I just do that again, right? No, Hyper Voice in case. I don't know. They do have the other normal type, right? Surely they don't double switch here, right? That'd be kind of crazy. I have just been playing level 1. Just continuing to attack here. Great bird, okay. Wait, what? Why does that thing have 40% health? Excuse me? Ah, shit. Well, Draco Meteor would be able to kill it from there. Which makes going to Vascular Legion and doing Last Respects a little awkward. I don't feel like the bird can kill Hydreigon in a hit. Am I missing something? The bird doesn't get close combat, I don't think. Oh, U-turn. That'll hit for a little bit for sure. Okay. Completely didn't know that Toxapex heals itself on the switch. That's crazy. Does it always do that? Or does that only happen once? Okay, perfect.
I will absolutely be faster than you and be able to kill with Dark Pulse, so I'm going to do that so that I don't miss. You finished house cleaning? Nice. Well, I've been not really cleaning house in the event, as you can see. It's been very much, why am I bothering? Even score type thing. +2, +2. Thank you. Metagross? I knew it would have, the Metagross would be involved, man. Okay. That should be pretty effective. I'm not sure what the plan is with that one. I'm not sure what the plan was. Maybe... It does it again? Alright, that's a problem. Oh, thank God. Oh, thank God that killed. I'm pretty sure that was a very close chance of that happening. Okay, well, that's a pretty big gamble by the opponent there to go for that, but I do understand why. They can't, I guess U-turn doesn't really do enough though here. Which they already knew that, but... No, they never even had to see Basculegion, but Basculegion obviously, Scarf plus Aqua Jet would have beaten that and outsped and everything, so there's that at least. Well, we ended positive, but pretty abysmally so. 21 points above where you start. So that's pretty sad. That's pretty sad. Okay. Well, that was pretty rough. That was pretty rough. Let's do well, we have to do one ranked match, I guess. So part of me was like, oh, I should make some weird team, but then that's gonna take time to put it all together. So let's just do the one ranked match for the day with the team we've just been using, I suppose. I just ended the, well, I didn't just, this morning, I ended the 12 win streak. You might not believe it looking at the record that's above me, but I had a 12 win streak going. I would say the Lopunny Thunder Punch has been good more often than not, I would think. Trying to think like, because otherwise it would have been U-turn if I didn't change it at all, right? You know, it's killed some Charizards and things like that. An all shiny team with a Dragapult? Dragapult is so problematic. Dragapult is very problematic. A Hatterene is weird, because that's more of a, like, Trick Room type of move. So that's interesting. Do I just say F it and Zoroark anyway? Basculegion is not faster, which is really frustrating. And then this also... And I guess I could do this. It's pretty alright, I guess. Sylveon seems not amazing. I mean, it's good against Hydreigon, but... You know, I don't know if I've faced a Glaceon. I think I've seen them on other teams. I don't know if I've actually fought one yet. What if I disguise as a ghost type? So that they want to hit it. Bastion Legion not great against the ice type. Well, Last Respects is, but it's not great against Hydreigon. I guess I'll do it like this. I don't know. It's a ranked match. I'm trying something a little different, especially if I need, like, I'm locked into the Zoroark team, so it's a good opportunity to try using the Zoroark and seeing how it plays out. Well, I can't imagine that he'll try to use a ghost move. I don't assume he even has one. Now, obviously, one of these is stronger than the other, but one of them can also miss. So if you could just please hit this, that would be great. No! Not like that! No, man, that's not a high flinch chance. So it's all over. It's all fucking over. I didn't even get a chance to see if it would miss or not. It would have been a pretty good, I mean, I wouldn't say it would be an amazing start, but there's a world where it one-shots that. I guess you gotta do this just because it has the close combat, but, you know, if they just go, we fake out in case they have Sash, but incoming Star Raptor, incoming Intimidate, incoming, oh, you know what, I can switch to Mimikyu and dodge the close combat. There is something to be said about that. Problem is, I mean, I guess I get a little hit here, but a Thunder Punch read would have been pretty nuts, but I think I gotta just get the read on the close combat here, because that's just what people want to do with this Pokemon. Granted, also weak to flying, so that would be a smart move from them to do that instead, but I think if there's a chance of me to recover and win, then this is probably what I need to do. Because then I'll still have Disguise, and the Fairy type move would be super effective. Okay, so we got that. That's great. I don't think I can really risk the Swords Dance necessarily. Maybe I could have. Yeah, that would have made a lot of sense, and turns out. Would have made a lot of sense, actually. In fact, I'm kind of in it. Oh, they have Mold Breaker. Wow, that did a lot. Oh, that's why. Okay, well, that makes sense. I have, how fast is Excadrill? Excadrill is pretty slow. Mimikyu is a little faster. Shadow Claw could kill. Alright, well, there's Scarf. So, fuck me, I guess. Yeah, that's not great. I mean, they don't have the Intimidate anymore, I guess, but, not great. Not great. And we don't know what their third is. I call out the Mold Breaker, and then I still didn't do anything about it. That's certainly a choice. Yeah, that hurt quite a bit. Alright, well, the game didn't want me to have a chance to win, so it can go fuck itself for that. It's really cool. It's really cool, man. It's really, really cool. Game didn't want me to have a chance to win. The reason for the triple axle is because we don't want to lower the defense if we potentially run into a chance of getting outsped for like a weak priority attack type of thing. But yeah, I mean, we got screwed there. They flinched with Iron Head, turn 1. That would have changed the whole game. The triple axle missile doesn't matter that much to me, because we probably weren't winning from that spot anyway, but definitely still annoying. Speaking of annoying, would have been another nice Zoroark opportunity to try, but Scrappy... Annoying middle left. But Scrappy Kangaskhan fake out kind of ruins that. I guess Lopunny is kind of okay. The Hippowdon's a bit of a problem. Hippowdon in general is kind of just a problem. Sylveon versus Mimikyu. Or Hydreigon. Hydreigon for the special attack because of Archlodon. I think I just gotta. I think I just kind of gotta, even though it's a little rough because... And you can't really Sylveon there, I don't think. I mean, I could potentially, I guess. But yeah, big effing surprise, it's Hippowdon. Big effing surprise, it's Hippowdon. Still wouldn't have been a good Zoroark start anyway, but... Interesting. Not entirely surprising. Now we don't really want to do Basculegion. At least I didn't triple axle and get 3 hits of stamina. So close combat won't kill now from this spot. Pretty much guarantees they don't have Kangaskhan in now. So last is probably either Garchomp or Mimikyu. Wouldn't surprise me if it's Mimikyu. They could do their steel move, they could just do the dragon move. If they do the dragon move, it's so bad to bring in Hydreigon. And I guess... I mean, Lopunny, good for the Garchomp triple axle. And some respects will do a good chunk to... Hippowdon. Oh, it still killed anyway. Hell yeah. I knew it would... Oh, that makes sense. That makes sense. I was gonna say, I know it kills when it doesn't have a stamina hit on it, but I was pretty sure it wouldn't if it has 1 stamina hit on it. And turns out, if you crit, then yeah. Wow, they do have Kangaskhan. Now that, to me, is that is quite a surprise. I think I do this just to reset my lower defense and get Fake Out back. Plus, in theory... Oh, wow, they did Mega Evolve. When they Mega Evolve, they lose Scrappy. So that could have been... I mean, they could still do a fighting type move here anyway. I'm pretty much just sacking Hydreigon regardless here. I will indeed do Focus Blast. Deleted. Okay. And now, wow, another crit. That crit, I don't think very nice. Man, where were these crits in the fucking competition rounds, man? What is this? Son of a... Son of a... You son of a gun. So, tomorrow, I will be looking to do the next set of 15 matches, probably in the afternoon, like I did last time there was one of these events. shortly after 12, maybe 1, maybe 2. The earlier the better, probably, but Mega Venusaur can be an issue for the team. That's for damn sure. Basculegion looks pretty good though. I'm gonna say could Zoroark disguise as Lopunny or something, but I think you just do the Lopunny. I think you do the Hydreigon again. Do you do the Hydreigon again? Yes, because we want the Focus Blast, I guess. Mimikyu's not amazing here. Sylveon would be not bad if not for the Archlodon. I mean, it's Mega Charizard or Mega Venusaur. Well, or Mega Gengar, I guess. These matches are not the competition ones, but still don't think it would have been a good Zoroark round. Could be wrong, but let's see. No, I don't think that's a great Zoroark start, right? Do this to get rid of a Sash, because they likely have one. I feel like Cleaver always has Sash. Then he does his move that like hits for quite a bit, plus does Stealth Rocks in the same hit. I would probably triple Axel so that I don't get the defense drop and then get hurt from the rock move. Part of me almost wants to Basculegion here. No, yeah, let's stay in and do this. That is interesting. Only 2 hits, huh? Oh, never mind, 3 hits. I mean, I know this will kill. Alright. I wonder what they were... I mean, that's one of those ones where I have no idea what was going on in the mind of, okay, and then here, be close combat. Absolutely. Now, I don't have the attack nature anymore, so it might not quite kill. Yeah, that's the nature difference, actually, turns out. The difference of the speed versus attack nature comes into play. I will accept that trade for sure. Hydreigon comes in. Granted, not the best against the bug type, but we want Basculegion in last anyway, so. And this is just a Dark Pulse. Could be the Flamethrower. Yeah, okay. Just trying to think, like... The Flamethrower, I guess, technically could burn, but it's, like, so unlikely, and Darkest Stab, so if it did switch... I don't think it's even worth trying to miss. I think you just Dark Pulse, you get some damage. Draco Meteor would have killed, but... They didn't do a bug move either, huh? Okay. Maybe they don't have one. Oh, they have quick attack, okay. Or they can have quick attack, I should say. Okay. The switch to Gengar was very... I don't know what the plan was. I guess maybe thinking I'd do a fighting type move and then like dodge it with ghost type, not knowing about Scrappy? Is that the logic? I guess that's it? Maybe? I have not done, as I said, I had a 12 win streak by doing one match a day. So it's really only been like, maybe a couple at the beginning I did in one day, but past like week plus have been like one match in the morning a day for that. Okay. Mega Starmie, Mega Meganium, technically Mega Glamora, which is annoying for the team to deal with, for sure. Because I don't have any psychic type moves. Basculegion, not bad, except for Hydreigon. Lopunny, not as an exciting start, I would say. Kind of tempted to Zoroark. Is Mimikyu something I'm interested in here, though? But Mega Glamora is kind of a problem if I do that. So I think Hydreigon and Basculegion, but I'm wondering which one do I want to disguise as? I went with disguising as Hydreigon so that they don't know that Basculegion's last to potentially do the last respect sweep move, but also because there's like two different types of moves they would want to use on it potentially that would be dodged, which is a fighting type move and a I guess just a fighting, or it dodges the ground move too. Unfortunately, they're probably just going to do a dragon type move here. That's disappointing. So that's a Scarfed Hydreigon then. Almost assuredly. Now, the Focus Blast can hit some things pretty decent, but some other things not so well. Like, Glamora coming in would be unfortunate. Son of a bitch. That's depressing, okay. That did a lot. Which, unfortunately, means there's a decent chance that this thing is Mega. It is not. Okay, well, I'm happy about that. I'm happy about that. Free kill. Now they know they're faster than me. Yeah. Yeah, bit of an issue, I would say. That's gonna kill. But if they are indeed scarfed, if they're indeed scarfed Basculegion, this is bad. This is a problem. this is a problem. This thing being scarfed is a huge problem. Focus Blast would be bad here, but they probably wouldn't expect it. Problem is, Focus Blast good. Really only on the Hydreigon. Like the ghost comes in and dodges, or but he's gotta withdraw, so I feel like I gotta do this. Flamethrower would have been so much better. Flamethrower would have been so much better, man. Flamethrower I don't think will kill from there at this point. It also, by the way, means Mega Meganium, probably. Yeah, I think we die to this Hydreigon that they have. unless we try to force them to be doing, like, we have to like lock them into not a dragon move basically, because assuming that they are Scarf, they would outspeed mine and then kill it. And both Wave Crash and well, they're probably gonna do a fairy move here or something. I don't know what they're gonna do, but I'm switching out. I should have flamethrowed. It would have been so much better. It would have been better on the average. Well, kind of, but not really. I guess me doing that makes them think I also maybe have Scarf. Okay, well that's obviously bad news. Because this ain't gonna do shit. And they can Solar Beam right away. I think we're losing this one. I think that one Draco Meteor turn really did do the number. Because I'm scary looking, but won't kill me. Now the problem is, I don't think this flamethrower will kill. And then they would kill me with like a fairy move maybe. Or they switch out to Hydreigon, thinking that I'm Scarfed. Okay, this is probably the best case scenario, sort of. I mean, the best case scenario would have been Draco Meteor reading a switch, but I knew that wasn't gonna happen, so. What I've been doing for work now that the last 3 Hooters closed in Massachusetts. Yeah, it's tough. It's tough. We lose this, by the way. Because we will not. Okay. I don't even think if I crit Last Respects on Hydreigon, we win. So this is just a loss. And the only chance that would have been for that is if I did the flamethrower on their Hydreigon switch out, which would have been pretty smart. They're okay, they are Scarf. They're just faster. Yeah. Oh my god, I lived. Crit? A crit would have killed, turns out. It's, I guess, good to know. I guess that's good to know, but yeah. So now that they're closing down the last 3 Hooters, it's tough. Like, you know, I don't think the OnlyFans is gonna do it. I don't think that can work for me. I don't think I got the I don't got the online presence. You know, it's not. I ain't going to the Golden Corral. That's for damn sure. I don't even know if that's a reference you would know. Do you know the Golden Corral? You used to always get me extra celery with my wings. Alright, I'm going to do one more ranked here, and then we'll do Pixel and then end, because obviously bonus stream tomorrow of the next set of matches. Be interested to maybe check some of the stats on opposing Hydreigons, how many of them are actually Scarfed. I don't know if I've seen a Mega Mawile yet. So Aurora Veil, set up into Mega Mawile, Swords Dance, try to kill me thing, maybe? Lopunny, it's honestly not amazing, but it's not like the worst, but I think it's an opportunity to try the Zoroark here. Again, this is more of testing. So let's try the Zoroark. I assume Mega Mawile keeps its fairy typing. So Sylveon seems pretty bad here. Well, it's pretty bad. It's pretty bad except for, I guess, Ninetales and Raichu if the Raichu is the special attacking one. But everything else is physical. I guess Basculegion, but they have the 2 dark types which make it pretty awkward. Mimikyu's not great, so I guess I have to Hydreigon as well. Am I disguising as Hydreigon? Or am I bringing in Lopunny? I could disguise as Lopunny. Let's try that. Let's try it. Just, again, that makes this more of a test and not just trying to, like, oh, maybe we can come back with Last Respects, Scarf, Sweep, whatever. Even though I don't think that would work anyway. Whether they have Scarfed. Like, between Greninja and the cat, probably one of them is Scarfed. This is probably one of the least interesting starts for us to have with this setup, unfortunately. I guess the best thing would be if they Stealth Rock here. That didn't even do over half, huh? They did Stealth Rock. Almost like, do I just Stealth Rock again? I get 15 more power? That might be enough to kill, actually. Why does that feel like that did so much less? Like, Bitter Mouths did 41, and that did... I don't know. I don't know about that. Oh. Oh. That's not... Well... Okay. I guess. I don't know. I guess in this case, just triple axle. Switching to the cat could be interesting if they did that. Can't say I've seen this Garchomp. Maybe I have seen one other Garchomp Dragon Tail and miss before. Okay. The crit did not matter. Yeah, Mega Mawile would definitely be an issue here. Especially with Sucker Punch to outspeed the... to, like, you know, priority hit over the Zoroark. Obviously, they also intimidate when they come in here. And the Hydreigon's also, like, you know, if they actually have a Fairy-type move. Which not all of the Mega Mawiles, I think, run Fairy. Yeah, there it is. There it fucking is. As expected. Oh, right. That doesn't... I don't know if I've even noticed that happens. Okay, let's think about this for a second. Part of me thinks I should just close combat because if they Mega and Swords Dance, like, we want the damage on there anyway. I think I kind of have to. I don't think I knew that Scrappy dodged Intimidate. Alright. I mean, it's a solid hit. Okay, they do have the move. I have no idea how fast Mega Mawile is. I don't think it's very fast, so... I'm pretty sure I have to Hydreigon because they'll just Sucker Punch the Zoroark. Granted, I still think we'll lose to a cat with Scarfed Play Rough, pretty much. Yeah, because Sucker Punch won't kill, and that's exactly what we were looking to see. That will kill. So they were looking, that was a sacrificial, I'm just trying to get chip damage so my last guy can sweep. And it is Greninja. It is Greninja. Greninja. Well, we know they can't Mega. Ice Beam? Is that what they're running? I guess it could be Ice Beam. It is Ice Beam. Alright, well, we die to that. And then it outspeeds Zoroark, I assume. Because I assume that this is Scarfed and then they sweep. It's not scarfed. So it was sashed, maybe? I don't know. I don't know what it would have been then. I guess sashed. Alright. Sometimes Greninjas are physical. Yeah, so definitely would rather have not definitely would rather have not brought. I don't think the Zoroark really did enough, unfortunately. But now I'm stuck with it for tomorrow and Sunday. But this was I guess, kind of the point of it was that this was probably the last hurrah of sorts of trying it before switching to something else. At the higher level opponents, it just does not. It just doesn't do enough. And people running too many things that reveal what it is, whether that's just them having a sash, whether that's U-turns, fake outs from scrappy Pokemon like Lopunny and
World of puzzles.
Kangaskhan, whether that is. I'm waiting for these to finish spinning because that means they're done loading. And I'm not changing the category because we're going to just do this and then end, but. I don't think. If Zoroark could have I don't think Zoroark has an electric move, but I do feel like that would have been a lot. Would have been useful in a couple of spots for sure. That's 5. 2 space 1 of the resident 9 10. Okay. That's a 1. That's a 1. So these blank. 1 of the resident 9. All right. What else do we have here? So 8. 8. We have 1 space 7. This is a 1. Oh, so that just means boom. Means boom, which means 9. So blank, blank. 2, 2, 2. 10, 1, 2. Done. Now what do we got here? 1 space, 1 space. Oh, this is 5. Whoops. Whoops. Okay. This one also I misclicked all of these. Okay. What the heck? What the heck? 8? So 1 space, 1 space, 1 space, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 4, 5. That means that's 2, so block. Okay. 1 space, 1, no. 1, 2, 1 space, then 1 somewhere, and then 2 here. So blank, so 3, so here, so 1. 3 space, 1, 2, 3, 4, blank, all of that. Which means blank, and then this is 6. So that's a 1, that's a 1. Okay, okay. 2 could still be down here for the vertical. That has to be a 1, that has to be a 1. This is where 3 can fit, so blank those, blank this. That means this is 2, 1. That's 3 already, so that's 4. 1, 2, 3. 1. 2, 2. 1. 5. This has to be the 2. 1 space, 1, 2, 3. Okay. 2's got to be there. 1's got to be there. 1's got to be there and there. 1's got to be there and there. 6. Part of the 7. 3, 1, 1, 2, 3, 4. Blank those. Blank those. 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7. Great. blank that, then 1 space 3, blank that, blank. Has to be 1 there, so 1 there. 6, 1, 1, and then up or down. This is done. That means 1, 2, 3. And then here or here. Alright, kind of quick. What is this? Oh, an easel. Well, it's a guy painting an easel, to be fair. To be fair. Water went down the wrong pipe. Water went down water went down the wrong pipe. Well, fellas and fellhers. Not the most inspiring run of champions there for that event. Yeah, just too many things that are too fast. Too many things too fast. Too many fellas that are too problematic. A couple of wins and or a couple of maybe 2 losses, I would say, were ones that could have been turned around. I think most of the others, not necessarily in the sense of like, oh, they won because of luck, but rather just the matchups didn't really line up. You know, it would have had to been like, oh, I chose a completely different team type of thing. But in terms of the teams that were chosen and then fought, I think there was maybe 2 that could have been, and I'm talking about the competition ones, not the ranked matches, the few ranked matches after. Trying to think, there was a missed triple axle on Dragapult, I think, as well as that time with that same Dragapult where they crit Bascu Legion, both which I think would have killed, and then maybe there's a chance for a match there. The Baton Pass Blaziken into the next Blaziken not being Baton Pass was pretty rough, but I think I won that one maybe anyway. The follow-up one, not the one that they actually did it. There was another one where I got parried a couple times, where maybe if I didn't, there was a chance, though I think that one was still probably a pretty low chance. Corviknight that got the multi-iron defenses. I did do quite a lot of attacks without getting a crit, so maybe that's another one that could have turned around. But yeah, I didn't write down everything or whatever, but tough stuff. Tough stuff. Ideally doing a early afternoon session, going right into it. But for now, we're packing it up. Packing it up. A really uninspiring, I'm gonna be honest, a really uninspiring day 1. If day 2 is really bad, maybe we don't even bother day 3 or something. Who knows, but whatever. Make sure to remember to moisturize and sunscreen. Make sure to floss your teeth before bed. At the very least, I think this really is the signal of like we have to give up on Zoroark. I think it just has to be done. I think it has to be done. Maybe even redo the whole team. What the heck? Hey, there's me exploding. I don't even know how I pressed some key on the keyboard that did that. Anyway. Have a good one. Thanks for hanging out and lurking and otherwise, and I'll see you tomorrow.